Reverse jam. Tyler was falling into the bench, looking fantastic.
Do they do it like football and build up to the point where they play, 35, 40 minutes?
Yeah. Yeah, okay. they kind of move it on up, but not everybody's supposed to say this after the game. Not everybody's gonna play every game. Like there'll be games where I'm sure because Jimmy didn't play this past game. I'm sure there'll be a game where Kyle doesn't play. Not that Kyle Lowry played a lot. I think he played 15 minutes. Bam played 15 minutes. Tyler played the most, I think, out of any of the regs, as you would say, 26 minutes or so. So yeah, they're gonna build it on up, and then you got to give the old Sioux Falls squad some run in that fourth quarter, Leroy. They got a guy with a man bun. I don't know that guy's name, but I saw him. I think he hit a three. Marcos, did you cut up any highlights?
I saw him in media day.
Yeah, I saw him too. I was like, oh, man bun. All right.
Solana playing basketball.
Solana on the Heat. Solana going to be crushing in Sioux Falls. But I want to ask you this, Leroy. So let's hear a little bit of a couple of Heat players. And then I got a question for you. A little question, little sports debate question. All right. Here's Bam Adebayo. Bam Adebayo after the game was asked about how he got better in the offseason. We spent a lot of time talking about Tyler Hero and Tyler Hero's improvement in the offseason, but haven't paid much attention to, I think we just take for granted, what has Bam done to improve in the offseason? He's only 24 years old, Leroy, and here's what the Heat big man had to say.
I cut my hair, I gained weight, and I got better as a player. I feel like those are the three things that's coming into the season.
There you go. He's crafting himself, Leroy. Sculpting. Put on some big muscle. Got himself up to a nice, solid 260. Already strong as an ox. Now he's just trying to get himself even bigger, even stronger, take another leap. Here's a little Tyler Hero after the game talking about his confidence is at another level right now.
Yeah, no doubt. Mentally, I'm, really locked in mentally. I love where I'm at. And then, like you said, being confident is a big part of my game. But, I feel like I'm confident at even another level, right now. And, that's my plan for the whole season.
One more from Tyler saying that he is, not getting all crazy over one preseason game.
It might have just happened organically. It's the first game. We got a long way to go. I haven't done anything yet.
I like that. You know what that is, Leroy? Keep him wanting more. I like that. From the young fella. Hearing that.
You know why coach speak and player speak was invented? Because of guys like you.
What do you mean?
Like, Tyler Hero saying that thing got you all warm and fuzzy.
Oh, I love it.
He's just saying the thing to not, come on.
So
really?
Let me ask you this, Leroy. We've been paying a lot of attention to Tyler. That's kind of been the numero uno guy we've been paying attention to this offseason. He got swole as hell. Which one do you think makes a bigger leap this year? You think Tyler makes a bigger leap, or you think Bam takes a bigger leap this year?
Here's the problem. The leaps are going to look different, right? So, say Bam, what did he average, 15 last year?
No, he averaged 18, nearly 19 points a game last year. 19 and
19 points a game.
19,
but say if he
9 and 5.5 assists a game last year.
So say if he averages 19 again, but it comes differently, right? His game will have expanded even though his numbers won't. Whereas Tyler Hero, the only thing you can ask of him is consistency. So it'll look, at the end of the day, it'll look like Tyler has took a bigger jump, but it really means that Tyler became more consistent because Bam is already there and he's just tweaking his game. You see what I mean? Because if he still gets 19 and 9 or 19 and 10, some people are going to say, oh, he had the same years last year. But I think how he does his scoring this year is going to show how he has expanded his game.
Definitely agree with that. I think that if Bam goes out there and he starts getting to the free throw line even a little bit more, if he can up it maybe one more free throw a game, I think that'd be huge for him. And you'll probably see that tick up a little bit. I mean, Tyler's going to be in that position. Like, they really just want, that's his second unit. Go get buckets.
Right.
Go get buckets, do big things. But the thing that I like that sets up for Bam to take a bigger leap, though, is having Kyle. Like, I do think that having a guy who's going to look out for him a little bit more, because he spends so much of that time, trying to get Duncan free, trying to set screens. I do think that having that presence there, who is, the point guard setting things up, I do think that it's going to and having that new voice, I think, is going to put him in more of a trajectory to make those leaps as well. I think that not only that, I mean, he is at this key age where we've seen the steady growth. He's seen what success looks like as being a big contributor. And now you're kind of in that age range where he also had, the off season of having all of this stuff. He had going to the Olympics and playing in Tokyo and what that experience was like. So I do think that sets him up to have some big things happen for him this year too.
It does. I think we get so caught up in numbers that we don't actually see the player grow. And for us who've watched Bam since the beginning, his growth is going to come with that jumper, because all of the other stuff is spot on. All the other stuff is what makes him at his position unique. But that jumper, right? And he doesn't have to go out and shoot it 20 times. But if he gives that ability that he can take that shot from the top of the key or off on the wing, all that does is help everybody else.
Yeah, I tell you what I like.
Because now you're talking about helping Jimmy get to the rim. You're talking about helping, with the 3-point shooting, because you're creating for them. So I think that's how we're going to see his growth, is not necessarily by his numbers, but how he gets his numbers. And I wouldn't be surprised if he does get that shot consistently and they give it to him, and then they got to come out on him to guard him, that it opens up his assist game.
Oh, man.
And he ends up with more assists than he had last year.
Man, Duncan missed the 3, but that's sick pass that he had. It was like LeBron-esque, the one that he had to him in the corner where he did the old, how LeBron does that bullet pass like across the chest? Oh, he had one of those. Dunks missed the 3, but it was a good one. But I'll tell you what I like. It gave me the goosies.
Hey, man. Like, is your skin sore?
It's a little bit for it's why I'm wearing a hoodie today.
Goosies are every now and then thing. You shouldn't be getting look.
Well, let me just tell you.
Let me look at my book.
Wait.
It says if you get goosies every day, you need to consult a doctor.
No.
Maybe get on some medication.
I'm medically I'm fine. But I was when I was watching the Heat scrimmage the other day, right? And so Bam gets the ball in and he didn't dunk it on a dude, right? And PJ Tucker says, come on, be strong. And I like that. I like the fact that PJ's gonna be there to push buttons. New eyes, new voice. Sometimes you need to have new eyes, new voice, Leroy, to lead you on the right path. Because PJ Tucker, what they say about him, plays bigger than what he is, and so that's to impose that wisdom onto Bam Adebayo. Why are you looking at me like that? To impose that wisdom onto Bam Adebayo, fresh off a championship. I like that.
You know what? Sometimes I think you include me in the show.
Yeah.
Just so you can have an open door to go there.
What do you mean?
You stop me by saying, okay, my turn. Which you already had it planned. You say, you know what? I'll throw Leroy a serious question. A bone. I'll throw him a bone.
No.
Just so I can get to my goosey story.
I'm not trying to be. No, I'm just adding to the goosey story. Like, I just like the fact that Bam is going to have like all these senseis around, right?
So finish strong.
No.
And you got the goosey.
It wasn't finish strong. It was, well, be strong. And his PJ Tucker, PJ Tucker voice.
Goosies.
Yeah. Because PJ Tucker, it's like your Doc Rivers voice, but it's like a little bit decibel down. It's real.
It's like you putting on Viagra lotion. You shouldn't be getting that excited over that.
No, but dude, it's not that I was excited about it in the moment it happened. I was just like, I like that. because he needs sometimes he needs to hear it. You know, like Jay Crowder was saying that to him after the game where they got their ass kicked by the Suns last year. And Jay Crowder was saying all these things, and Jimmy said it. But, you know, sometimes you hear the same voice over and over and over. It could fall on deaf ears. So now I know P.J. Tucker's voice isn't going to fall on deaf ears because he's got an incredible voice. So all of a sudden he hears it from somebody new. Bam, big time. And Kyle Lowry. And Markieff Morris, who's worked out with him summer after summer. I like the conglomerate that's here to help and harbor Bam's success. Because I genuinely think this. His leap, whatever he turns into this year, I think will dictate how far this team goes. I think he's the most important cog into what they are as a contender. If he takes a monster leap
this year,
yes.
For this team this year, I think it's Kyle Lowry, but not because I think he's better. Right? It's because you've never really had a traditional point guard like that, and that's going to help. Put it this way, that's going to take some of the decisions away from Bam, so that Bam will be able to do more things. So I think the most impactful player will be Kyle Lowry, but I could say that Bam is going to be the best player.
Excited. Heat basketball. Ooh. Texter
I
writes
can't
in.
believe we're talking basketball.
Texter writes in, leave it to Tobin to glorify meaningless preseason NBA games in the first week of October. Meanwhile, in football land, everyone else is here. Yeah, how are you guys having it over there? What are you guys talking about? Jakeem Grant trade land? What's that ride like today? Has the experience on who's going to do punt returns for the Dolphins land? How's that one going? Is it fun? Good. What do you want me to do? Talk about miserable Austin Jackson some more?
Oh, who cares?
Dude stinks. Jesse Davis. Look at these
who
bums.
cares?
Can't block anybody. You want to talk about a guy who can block? Bam Adebayo. Ruined my weekend, the Dolphins. Took the Heat 1/2 to fix it all.